Welcome to the Woolly Thistle. We are so happy to be back, aren't we? Yes. Here's Maggie, my co-host. I'm Corinne, and the Woolly Thistle is excited to be back podcasting and saying hello to you guys. So I hope that you all had a good holiday season and that you're doing well. We have lots and lots to show you. I think we should just get stuck in. Maggie, what do you think?
Yes, I do think that we should tell people what the Woolly Thistle is, because occasionally I see a comment about like, are you a shop? Are you?
I thought I actually did a nice intro there. It's usually nice. Just hello and let's get going. Don't tell anyone anyone's name.
So
you're right.
I just want to tell people that we're, an online yarn shop located in the lovely state of New Hampshire.
Yeah, right on the Vermont border. We are online only, but we do have local folks pick things up right from our door, which is great. Save on the shipping that way. And we specialize in yarns from the UK and Europe and really woolly wools, some of which are coming from the US as well. So we have all kinds of woolly wool. We want people to think of us when they want to knit with wool, right? With woolly wool. So we don't do a lot of silk or, acrylic or anything like that.
It has its place.
It has its place, and I don't mean to be a snob. Just was. No, but seriously, we do want people to think of us when they want to knit with woolly wool, because that is what we love, and that's what gets us up every day and in here and really excited about our knitting, which is good. So yes, welcome, and let's get started. We're giving away a $25 gift certificate a couple of times today, I think. Mm-hmm. So let's announce the first winner, and that is Pam Harris. And you said, another excellent Shopcast. I especially love the video from Shetland. I recognize Jimmy Perez's home right away. I've watched every episode several times, and I don't always understand the dialogue all the time, so I rewatch. The scenery is breathtaking. Happy holidays and happy knitting. That's lovely, Pam. Yes, Jimmy Perez's house there. I have watched all of them several times myself.
I love Shetland.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and hopefully they're working on a new season right now. But yes, Rachel's video was lovely, and we have another video from Rachel in this episode too, which is very exciting, and we hope you enjoy it. But Pam, just send us an email to info@thewoollythistle and put winner all in caps in the subject line, and we'll get your prize out to you, which is a $25 gift card to the Woolly Thistle. Right. Well, that's good. So let's talk about what we're wearing and what we're knitting and stuff like that.
Yes. I get to go first.
Yes.
I'm wearing a Felix. It's knit in Lettlopi.
And look at the design details. So this is by Sæther Knitting, who is Amy Christoffers.
Yeah.
We both knitted this together.
Yeah.
And we did it in about a week. Do you remember that?
And anybody who's been watching knows I'm not a fast knitter. But I did. I managed to knit this sweater in like a week. It just flew off the needles.
It did. And yours came out so nice.
Yeah. I do wish I'd done knitted a little longer. It is a little bit cropped, though. But it's still perfect. Wearable, and yeah, I have a shirt under it. I do usually wear a shirt under it.
Did you say that was Lettlopi? Because it's Lettlopi.
It's
and then
Lettlopi.
What are you wearing?
And then this is a handspun cowl. It's
beautiful.
Based on, take it off. It's spun with Shetland. The fiber was dyed by Crafty Jacks. And it's based on the Eureka Cowl pattern, so it looks kind of like a shawl when you're wearing it.
It's lovely.
It is really nice. It's nice and woolly and nice and warm. But I like that it sits, so I changed the pattern. The pattern has baubles in it, like just some garter rows and baubles, so I just ignored those. Because
you're the boss.
The yarn was busy enough that I didn't need baubles.
Yeah.
But I like it because it sits nice like a shawl
really
without
does.
falling off.
Yeah. And this is your own hand spun. So what is it, a 3-ply?
It is a 3-ply. And it was dyed on I think this is the one dyed on a gray base.
Oh, it's lovely. And it's perfect with your sweater. Really good
this
match.
Morning I pulled it. It's funny. I pulled it out, and the cat immediately laid down on it. And I'm like, no, give it back. He does. He likes the woolly things.
Well, he's got
he's got good
classy
taste.
cat.
But so
that's
nice
great.
And warm and cozy, and
that's
what I'm wearing.
Lovely. Yep, I'm wearing my Victory cardigan again because I love this thing. And actually, it's interesting. This is Rama Vams in color 400, but it's almost a perfect match for yours. It's slightly different, but not much. Did we remember what color this was? 94.
Is it 9418? 9418?
I thought it was 32 or something. It's in the 94s. We'll put it here when we edit things.
Yeah, I did check, and this color is currently out of stock. We are having trouble stocking some of the colors.
Lettlopi and Plötulopi is having distribution or just supply chain issues, and they have been for a while.
Yeah, we continue to look. Josh continues to look, and as soon as he can place an order for them, I'm sure he will jump on it.
He will. He will. He can't wait.
With verve.
Yes, exactly. We do whatever is necessary to get it in, and we don't like being told we don't have it. You know, nobody likes that. Yeah. So
we're trying to be patient.
Yep.
It will come.
It will come. Yeah. Yeah. So what are you knitting on, Maggie?
What am I knitting on? I'm knitting on what I've been knitting on. So. It's almost done. I was so close, but my hands were so sore last night that I was just like, I can't continue.
That is gorgeous. I love it.
So this is the Defiant Cardigan by Kristen
Loyola.
The book.
It's behind here.
Behind there.
Can you see it?
It is in the Scandinavian Sweaters book. It's Kristen Viola Odegaard. I always want to leave off her last name, which is not nice.
I know. And isn't this your most complicated knit ever?
Is like Everest.
Yeah. You're almost at the top.
I'm almost at the top. So last time I was almost at the top. I ripped all the way back.
It's beautiful.
I love it so much more.
Yeah.
I really hope it fits.
Yeah. It's going to fit, right?
It's going to fit. I keep holding it up and I'm like, all right, I'm going to.
Yeah, look at that stretch in it though.
There is quite a bit of stretch in it. I mean, it's stretchy. I'm really happy with it. I'm so glad I started over.
Yeah. I don't think you ever regret it when you do it. You know, I think that's a good point. I've knitted many a sweater where I'm like, nope, and I'm just going to keep going, and then you never wear it. You're not happy.
Yeah. So even just for color changes, so I ended up changing the color scheme. Mm-hmm. My sister and I are knitting the exact same sweater, only she's just doing it one time.
She's letting you.
Yeah. So the perk of me getting to the yoke first is that I get to change the colors.
Yes.
Because we had a blue picked out because we wanted it to look like the photo,
which is. Do you have it handy?
In my book, yeah.
All right.
Flagged.
All right.
And I love the one in the book
with the blue,
like the blue. And it has a light purple and a light blue.
Mm-hmm.
But the blue's not, when you look at the colors recommended, the blue's not fennel garn. And I wanted to use fennel garn. And so I picked out a blue, but it's too bright. It doesn't, the tones don't quite match, even though the balls look okay next to each other.
Yeah.
But they didn't. So I had this wine color in my stash.
Which is just perfect.
I'll pull the number. I meant to pull it, but
we'll put it there. Isn't it lovely? And you've still got all these pearl bumps happening, which is just such a lovely detail.
It really is. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of knitting in this.
There is a lot of knitting.
So, but I'm so much happier with the colors. It was funny too because I was texting my sister because I got to these triangles and it was supposed to, I pulled out a different blue from my stash so that I was happy with this. And then I messed up and I picked up the light purple instead of the blue. And
still making mistakes.
I caught it in time where I could have easily, it would have been like, you know, a couple going back just a tiny bit.
But I
liked this.
Yeah.
I liked it so much better with just the, there's so much going on already in the sweater that I'm like, I'm just going to do those two colors.
It's gorgeous. It is gorgeous. It's stunning. Do you know what though? It's stunning, but it's also going to be very, very wearable with jeans, or you could wear it with a nice black skirt, you know? I mean, it's going to be...
And I think part of what helps that for me is that it doesn't have a ton of colors.
Yeah, exactly. You've sort of muted it a little bit, but it's still very bold. It's just not busy, or as busy as it could be.
Right. I mean,
it's gorgeous.
So
it's gorgeous.
I'm hoping this evening... I'm thinking it's probably, knowing me, it's probably going to take at least 2 nights. I know I have another like 3/4 of an inch, then bind off. And then...
Why is it so tall? Do you curl it over or?
No.
No? Okay.
I don't know. It's just how it is.
Okay.
I don't know.
We always...
So I might do like maybe not quite.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, do what works. I'm just curious.
Anyways. I don't want to have to rip it back again. So, and then I'm probably going to felt the steek. Because I do have some different colors in here that I want to make sure are secured before any cutting happens.
Yes, and if you want to see a really good demonstration of that, we'll put the episode here. But Emma Barnaby's podcast, Tiny Desk Knits, knitting. She actually did the needle felting, and it's brilliant. It's a great idea. So that would be good for that.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. And then I'll pick up the button bands. What's
before
amazing,
you cut?
Probably before I cut.
I'm a convert to that.
I feel
used
like
to
that'll
do it
keep the fabric more stable.
It does, and you're able to do things evenly because things match up already, and then you put on one band and the other band, and you can make sure that things are equal and even. Yeah.
And I was actually tempted to block it before I do the button bands.
Oh yeah, I've done that too. That's a good idea. Get things to settle in first.
Especially since I know I wanna.
Yeah.
And then just make sure. I'm probably gonna get the tape measure out and just really make sure I'm blocking it to the size. But
it's beautiful. So, you should feel very, very proud of this. And also the story behind it. I mean, so much knitting.
So much knitting. But
perseverance
sort of
pays
an
off.
exercise in just being persistent.
Yeah. And you'll get it and you'll enjoy it.
Yeah.
It's gorgeous. Well done.
Yeah.
It's not finished yet, but well done.
It's not, but it's so
almost
close.
there. And the sleeves are, so really all you have to do is the neckband, the button bands.
Yeah.
What are you going to do for closures? What kind of button band are you doing?
Just
a rib?
It actually calls for a garter stitch button band, which looks really pretty.
Yeah.
And then just buttons, so I'll probably go button shopping.
Yep.
And some ribbon.
Nice pewter buttons on there.
Yeah,
gorgeous.
Yeah. So, and then I'm gonna wear it for like a month straight.
Yeah. She'll be wearing it on the podcast. Very impressive. Well, I don't
like the rest of 22.
Yeah. Kind of like me with my
yeah, why not?
Yeah, I know. So I've been knitting. I don't think I showed this on the last episode because it wasn't finished yet. This is the Buness Tam, designed by MJ Mucklestone, and it's in her book Fair Isle Weekend. And it was a really quick, fun knit. I'm a lover of pink, as you would have to be.
It's so cute.
I got some pictures of my daughter wearing it. I'll put them there. And so, yeah, really fun knit, quick and easy, very enjoyable. So that's that. And now I've been, I knitted another hat.
Like a bag of fun there.
Yeah, a little bit. This is the Balvonie Bonnet by yours truly. So I came up with this. It's got a little beret doohickey here. And yeah.
That is so cute.
Thank you. Yeah, you haven't seen it before.
I haven't seen it.
So I did this over the holidays, and it's knitted in Jamieson and Smith, 2-ply jumper white, just 2 colors. I think you'll need 2 balls for the main color and 1 for the contrast. And I ended up with something that I feel is very almost Elizabethan or Tudor or something, but I did this on graph paper and I really like how it came out. And it's called the Balvonie Bonnet because Balvonie is a very special place for me. It's where my family and I used to go on the holidays from school, and a very important place for me growing up. So it's the Balvonie bonnet. And I guess a bonnet traditionally is, a lady's hat that you tie under, but in Scotland, a bonnet is more like a tam.
Okay.
Or just a farmer's hat, that they'd wear like this, or they'd wear like this kind of thing.
Either way, super cute.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm very happy with this, and we are going to be giving this away as a free pattern, I believe, when you sign up for our KAL. Is that what we're doing?
That is what we're doing.
That's what we're doing. So you can get this pattern for free as soon as we make it available. I'm still writing it up and getting the charts put in, so it'll be a wee minute yet, but you can get this for free when you sign up for our KAL, which is coming February 18th.
Mm-hmm.
So about a month away from now, we're going to ask that you sign up for the KAL. That's the first time we've ever done that.
Do you want to tell them which KAL it is?
Go ahead, please.
Our annual Colorwork Accessories KAL. So we do it it used to be a mitten KAL, and we sort of opened it up last year and allowed all kinds of colorwork, so because people love colorwork, but not everybody loves mittens.
Right.
So
and you want to knit a hat or a scarf,
a cowl,
cowl,
any accessory, socks,
even socks, gloves, of course, anything accessories, all over colorwork. And we don't insist that you use yarn from the Woolly Thistle. You can use stash. You can use something we don't even sell here. It's fine. We just want to knit with you and keep it fairly low key. But what we will ask is that you sign up. We're going to host it from our Facebook group as well. We're going to try that out, which I'm looking forward to. There's lots of lovely chatter going on in there. Really just lovely. I love being in there, and I'm trying to say hello here and there and comment and like on people's posts. But really, is that place looks after itself, doesn't it?
It mostly does, yeah. I mean, there's very little. I just enjoy going in there.
Exactly.
It is the
Lots of good
friendliest
chatter.
place on Facebook for me.
Yeah.
Everybody just sharing knitting and helping each other. And
Exactly. It's good. So we're going to host the KAL, the Colorwork Accessory KAL in there. It starts on February 18th, but we haven't released any information yet. So just saving the date for you. And please come and join us and knit along with us. I'm actually knitting, I've been knitting a lot of little things. So I'm knitting a second one here in Biches Bûches in their Le Petit Lambswool.
Is this your first time knitting with that yarn?
Yes, it is, strangely. And I'm really enjoying it. It's actually a little bit heavier than the Jamieson and Smith 2-ply, but it feels thinner to me. And I think that's just in the ply. But it knits up lovely and soft. I mean, lambswool, Scottish lambswool, you can't beat that, which is really nice. I'm knitting it on my chagoos, which I'm enjoying. I got the big kit for Christmas. Not kit, the big, knitting set. But we have 2 through 8 and then 9 through 15, or you can get 2 through 15. I took the big one. So yeah, I'm enjoying that. And interestingly, when you purchase your Biches Bûches, it used to come in skeins, so I wound this up into a ball. I am not a caker person. I hand wind my balls, but they are moving over to actual balls. So I'm knitting this one right off the ball. This is off-white and this is yellow mustard. There's plenty of contrast there, which is good, and I'm really enjoying knitting this. So I'll have 2 Balvonie Bonnets here, yeah.
Oh, that's so nice.
Isn't it nice?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's quite crisp to the hand, but the fabric is really nice that knits up. I'm doing it on a US 3. The body's being done on a US 3.
That's lovely. I haven't knit with Biches Bûches yet. It's on the list. The list is the shop, basically.
Yeah, I know. There's a lot to knit through.
I'm like, ooh. It's
exactly.
hard being a slow knitter and working here.
I know. Well, that's why it's nice to just sort of do small projects once in a while, because I feel very productive, and I enjoyed knitting these. So that is coming.
Yeah. When I'm done with this, I'm gonna have a major cast on party.
Oh yeah. Do you know what you're going to knit yet?
No, I know I want to knit a gnome. I really want to knit a gnome. Just go stash diving, something fun, something where I don't have to worry about gauge.
Yeah.
It just all works out.
Big gnome, little gnome, just doesn't matter.
Just something fun. I have some socks that have been neglected because whatever. And then I don't know what else.
Yeah. Well, that sounds good. So that's everything we're knitting on and wearing, which is quite a lot, I feel like. Yeah, quite a bit. So just some basic details about the KAL that's coming in February. It starts on February 18th. It's a 4-week KAL, so you knit your mittens or your hat or what have you in 4 weeks. If you need to knit 2 hats, that's totally fine. Facebook group, so that's our private and free group, so we'll be hosting it in there. And we will have a chat thread in Ravelry as well, so you can see us in there as well. We are planning to do a Facebook Live for the cast on, so details about that will be released near the time. So we are going to have kits available very, very soon, so watch the shop for that. And we're putting pictures of them up here. Just some of the kits we'll have available, which is perfect because you get just the yarn you need. And you will have to get the pattern direct from the designer. These are yarn sets actually, but you will get a little extra something from the Woolly Thistle as well. I think a bag or a stitch marker or something like that. So yeah, we're really excited. This will be our first KAL of the year, and more details are coming. So just stay tuned and save the date, and do plan to knit with us. It's fun.
We also do one of the kits that I'm hoping we can put together for the KAL we usually want all over color work and very little solid. So there are some mittens where it's mostly solid and there's a tiny band of color work. That's usually not. The KAL is mostly for fun, so we don't typically police that.
Right.
We want you to join and feel welcome, and if that's the level of color work that you're up for, then go ahead.
Yep.
But we are sort of trying to push it and really
encourage you to try and do an all over color work.
Yes.
And there will be prizes as well.
Yeah.
So I think to be eligible for prizes you should do an all over color work. But that might be a hat instead of a pair of mittens, or maybe a cowl that is no shaping in it. It just goes round and round.
Yeah.
We really want to practice our color work. Also, it doesn't have to be stranded knitting. It could be intarsia, entrelac, any sort of color work is okay. Mosaic, yep. So we're cool with that. We just want it to be more than one color in the knitting of each round, I suppose. Yeah. So we're not going to police it, but that's sort of the rules. Loosey-goosey as they are right now.
And there's even methods for color work crochet, so if you're a crocheter,
yes,
hop on.
it's fascinating to see the crochet really grow in terms of design elements and garments, and all the stuff that's coming out with crochet is really really exciting. So we are totally up for that. Should we announce another winner right now and then maybe show what's in the shop and then go to see Rachel, who has an excellent clip for us this time.
They're all good.
They're all good, but this is like really, really good.
Yeah.
So shall we show what's in the shop, or shall we announce the winner right now?
Let's do a winner.
Okay, we have another winner, $25 gift card to the Woolly Thistle, and this time the winner is Marie Ann Corson, not sure. I love watching you two while I knit. I hope you're getting lots of knitting done. I now am a yarn sniffer thanks to you. When you were showing the cones today, it brought a question to mind. I have been struggling with my yarn twisting together as I pull it from the center of a ball. I bet it twists a lot as you pull it from those cones also. Any suggestions for coping with this? Now, I don't find that. The cone is not a center pull, so you'll be pulling from the outside. And if you put the cone on the floor and you're pulling it up, it's just going to unwind perfectly for your knitting. I am not a center ball puller or cake at all. I always pull from the outside. That's just how I learned how to do it, and I'm fine with that. I think with a center pull ball, what's nice is it doesn't roll around so much. Whereas an outside pull, you might want a little yarn, what do you call those? Yarn holder, like a little bowl, a yarn bowl.
Yeah.
That's nice. It stops it sort of bouncing all over the floor. But you're not saying about color work necessarily. I could see that your yarn would get twisted in color work if you're doing that. And then I think it becomes very much how you hold your yarn. I'm planning to do a little video for the hat and how I hold the yarn and organize the yarn and stop it from twisting and things like that. So that's coming. But and I don't know, are you a center ball?
I don't like pulling from the center of the ball. I used to, but I found too frequently that as I got near the end of the ball, it would collapse on itself, and then I would get a tangly mess.
Yep.
So I just typically pull from the outside of the ball, and I don't have that issue as much.
Yeah.
And working color, if it is color work, if I have more than one color going, I usually keep the balls kind of away from each other.
Exactly.
Like on this sweater, there are a couple rows that are 3-color. They're done. And I would have one here, and one here.
Yeah.
And then just kind of keep them away from each other so that they didn't get tangled or twisted, and it just kept going.
Well, I don't know if we helped you at all, Marie Ann. I don't know if we helped you at all, but hopefully maybe try pulling from the outside of your ball. If you're talking about color work specifically, there are ways to stop your yarn from twisting, and hopefully I'll have a video out soon about that. Do you know what I just realized? We didn't talk about the holidays. Did you have a nice holiday?
I did. We did have a really nice holiday. We went down to my sister's.
Yeah.
And I don't think we'd seen them for since summer. And
Yeah.
It was weird, but it was so nice to just get together and have some time off.
Yeah.
And all the kids are getting so big.
Happens fast.
Yeah, and it's good. It was really nice. Did
Good.
you?
Yeah. We stayed at home and it was really nice. We got out the best china and all that kind of stuff, and really yucked it up a bit at home. And I think the kids were happy with what they got, and I got some knitting done, and it was very relaxing not having to travel or do anything like that. It was good.
Nice.
So sorry about that. Too eager to get on with the knitting. Never mind anything else.
Yeah, and then for New Year's, we don't really do much for New Year's.
No.
We never have. Like, even before kids and before
I haven't
current situations.
done too much in the last few years here being in America, but oh my God, in Scotland, it's a 2-day holiday no matter what after, because we're all out first footing after midnight, and you know, you've got to have a tall, dark, handsome stranger cross your door, you cross your threshold with a lump of coal. I mean, there's a whole thing to it. Usually everyone's been out the whiskey a wee bit as well, so it's good days, good times, and I do miss that. I think Hogmanay or New Year's is when I get maybe most homesick for that old tradition, but it's fine. So no, quiet at home. John and I have started, or Jay and I have started a tradition a few years back where we watch Young Frankenstein.
Aww. That's cute.
It's cute, and we watch that and we laugh and we say all the lines because, you know, it's really, really funny. Yeah, so anyway, back to the knitting. I hope you all had a good holiday though, and you know, back to the routine, such as it is with, you know, life as it continues to be here. All right, so we want to go to Rachel, but shall we just quickly share what's in the shop first and give them an update, and then we can go to Rachel and have her take us out?
Yeah.
Okay, that sounds good. So let's see. This episode is mainly going to be all things Norwegian, because we have a confluence of wonderful Norwegian things coming together, and we want to show them off to you. They're going to be available in the shop today.
Yes.
I believe, as this goes live. So let's get
That's
started. That's the plan. So get your Norwegian onesies from this. So where do you want to start? Shall we start with the new yarn that we're bringing in?
Yes.
Yeah, we're very excited about this yarn.
I am very excited. Maybe this will go on the needles next.
Oh my gosh, yes it should. So this is Rama Garn, and it is a sock yarn. And look how fluffy it is. It's a sock yarn. It's a worsted weight. So let's talk about it. It's called Vandra. It's called Vandra, which we believe means hiking. So it's sort of a hiking sock weight. They're going to knit up nice and thick. It says you use 3.5 millimeter needles on it. 50 gram balls. Great for color work. Yes, great for color work. You could do socks or mittens in this as well, and they'd be eligible for our KAL. That's a good way to get all over color work in as well. That's a little bit faster if you're newer and you don't want to deal with fingering or 2-ply weight, is to go up in your size of yarn, and that way you don't have as much to deal with because it'll be done faster. So this color here is number 14. What do we love about this? Because we're excited about this.
I am excited about this. I'm excited that it's a 100% wool, all natural sock yarn. And I like that they'll knit up faster. Yep. And my feet are always cold. So honestly, I'm super excited to just
what color is
a couple pairs of these. So this is number 11.
Nice green. This is number 9. It's a nice beige.
A snake made a noise. This is number 8.
It's sort of a dyed blue, black, gray.
Yeah.
So this is a brand new yarn to the Woolly Thistle, and we're excited. When we found out about it, we were like, yes, and we basically cleared them out. So we're hoping for more to come. This is a pure black, and it's number 36.
Number 12. I like this color. I like them all though.
Yeah, this goes with the yellow and blue. It's nice together. This is 7.
Yeah, looking at them all, they all coordinate fairly well. This one's number 10. This one might be my favorite.
It's almost like, it's definitely a sort of.
Can you tell? I've got a paper.
It's sort of a rusty red, but it almost feels like a rose kind of color as well, like a rose rust.
Yeah.
Look at these 3 together.
I know.
Gorgeous. So this is 01, which is cream.
And this one's 06. Which is like an orangey brown.
It feels really good.
It does. It does.
I'm going to enjoy knitting with this.
I know. I've been seeing that Melody Hoffman, B. Mandarins, is doing an all-natural sock.
Yes, all year. All year.
I'm so tempted. I need to knit more socks anyway. I've hardly knit any socks in the past couple of years.
Me too.
And, I think it's time.
Yeah, agreed.
To just add to the sock stash. And
Ooh,
saw
pretty.
this one come in and I was like, yes.
Yes,
please.
yes. So check out Mandarine's. She has a beautiful YouTube channel where she shows just lovely videos of what she's knitting and designing. She lives in France. She is French and she lives in France, but she podcasts in English. She's a young mummy and just very lovely. So, do you know what? This is really woolly wool.
It is really woolly wool.
You can see there's some, there's no veg matter that I can see, but there's a few sort of long hairs in there, or long staples sticking out.
So I know somebody will ask, is it soft? No,
it
doesn't. It doesn't feel.
Well,
I mean, it's more rustic. Like it's not.
It is.
I think I could wear this easily. But when I feel like whenever people are asking, is it soft? Because I feel like I've been answering this question quite a bit lately, and all the places.
I think they're asking, does it feel like merino?
And it doesn't.
No.
But that doesn't mean that it's it doesn't feel coarse and it doesn't feel prickly to me.
Not to me, and it is so subjective though.
It is.
The word that comes to mind for me when I run it through my hands, it feels pebbly. You can feel its texture. I love that. That is not something I want to run away from. But when you're used to, say, superwash merino, you don't get any texture. It's just very uniform. But this, you can feel the ply, you can feel the wool in there, but that gets me excited.
Right.
It really does. I want to knit with this.
I know. I'm very excited. So I just wanted to sort of answer that out the gate.
I think that's a good point. Because fair enough. People want to know, is it going to like Brillo pad me? No, this is nowhere near Brillo. No.
And knowing too, like maybe what's the right purpose for that yarn? Like maybe it is too itchy for you to make a hat out of if your forehead's really sensitive.
But it might be good for your hands or your feet. And it's it's a sock yarn. Nylonless is 100% wool. That's right. Worsted weight. I think it'll be worsted spun. I
think it looks really like, I don't know if you can see, like there's like you could see like little hairs.
Yeah.
They don't feel prickly. It's not, they don't feel as coarse as like Lettlopi. I love this. Like I keep going by and petting it.
We're very excited and the colors are good. A pair of socks. I mean, whip that thing up and then put them in your boots or wear them around the house and see how they wear. It is 100% wool. I would knit this still at a tight gauge though. I wouldn't let this be a loosey-goosey kind of.
If you're making socks, I would.
Yeah. And you can also double it with mohair. I need to bring in my Lettlopi socks that I knit with mohair. I'm loving them. Yeah.
I think that's one of the things, looking at some of the conversations that are popping up from Melody's sock KAL, is people trying different yarns for socks and working at different gauges and adding in different natural see what works, what they like. And what holds up. Some things may not hold up. I think this will hold up. All
right. So what else do we have from Norway? We have some exclusives, which have been very hard to find.
They have been.
But we sent Josh on an intrepid expedition.
On a mission.
Because we want these things, and we found them, or he found them.
We're starting with those?
Okay, we'll start with those.
Okay. These are exciting. Here, I'll hold these, and you can start with these.
There we go. So we have found a supplier in Norway of traditional hooks and eye clasps. Maybe I'll take them out of here to show you. We have a few different styles as well, so you'll be able to see them on the shop and choose the size and style that you like. But this is a really nice one here. It's all fingers. These are pewter, safe pewter though, and just a hook and an eye, and you sew them on either side, and it's a clasp to keep things shut. So we have those. We're selling these in sets of 2 because you might just want to do the top half or the top couple, or if you want to do more, then you can buy more sets. Let me show you the next one. This one's a bigger one, very ornate. So yeah, I'm holding it upside down.
They're all pretty.
They really are. Let's see, we've got our, can you maybe pull these out? Here's another one, which is lovely. And you'll be able to see these all very nicely on the website. Here's another one. So these are really hard to find and can be quite expensive. There we go, that's lovely.
They're so pretty.
Yeah. And I'm
They feel
actually,
really nice too. Like,
the next victory cardigan I knit, I think I'm going to do the I-cord again. And I'm going to put clasps on it. Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
gonna be really good.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then we also have a selection of buttons from the same company.
Yes, so we still have our original pewter buttons, so we're adding to the collection with
Yes.
these. These are a great size. Come over here a wee bit. There you go. Really nice. They're like little baby shields.
You mean you don't want me in the corner? These, I love these.
Oh, snowflakes. Yeah. Sets of 3.
Yeah, I've got quite a few.
Lovely.
Very nice.
So yeah, with quite a lot of choice. This is like a shield here. Oh, it's another little.
Looks almost like a Nordic star in the middle.
Yeah, and it's also, yeah, snowflake-ish as well. Really pretty.
Yeah, and then those.
Wow.
We were so excited when these came in.
Yeah. And these are in the shop now. So we have made them available as you're watching this. The other thing we're really excited about from Norway is what we're about to show you. And if you bought one of our boxes, one of our selection boxes over Black Friday, you will have seen this. This is Norwegian Woven Ribbon. And we have several different styles to show you. So to show you the back first, there it is woven, and then this is what's on the front. These are really good for steeking, or not for steeking, but for covering your steek, or just making a lovely embellishment to your finished object, your cardigan.
I might put this one on my sweater.
Yeah, it's so pretty.
Like that.
Really pretty.
So pretty.
Pretty pink and green.
Mm-hmm.
And then we've got another kind of green and pink and red. These are very traditional. We're going to offer these as
It's just fun to see the backside.
Yeah, 2 yards. So you buy them in 2 yard increments. If you want more than that, you can definitely, you can order more than that for sure. We should have enough for everybody who wants it. Look at this.
Yeah, and so our goal, I believe, is to just regularly stock these. As long
Yeah,
as
if you like them,
then
yeah. We'll try and keep this in stock for
I got
you.
this blue.
Look at that blue.
I'm a blue
Gorgeous.
gal, and that's
Yeah. But that little, I mean, the color work in there is just perfect.
Yeah,
Yeah.
beautiful.
So that's it. I think we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different styles to get us started with.
Yeah.
They're in the shop today. So, you know, if you have steeking projects in your future, this would be a lovely way to embellish and cover up those steeks. I actually haven't in mine yet because I'm always rushing off to the next thing, but I certainly could. We also have wonderful books from Norway that we want to just highlight this morning.
Yes. I'm flipping through because Josh was actually, Josh is our inventory manager, and he was flipping through, and he's like, "We have that class." He got all excited.
Who'd have thought Josh would be?
Yeah, so
there it is.
I think it's this one. So
Where is it? Oh, right here. And back there.
there we go.
Wow. Yeah.
So you can see how it's put on the sweater, and it just looks gorgeous.
Which book is this? This is
Nordic
Knits,
Knits.
which is from Burger. I'm not making fun of his name. It's how I say it. Burger. Birgerberg. And thank you so much. I have had people get in touch and pronounce it for me. And
we have the utmost respect for this gentleman
do.
and this book. It is a gorgeous book.
But I say this in my head a lot, Burgerberg.
Yes, yes.
So yes, great book and beautiful
Yes.
garments in there. Maggie has mentioned this a couple of times because she's knitting from this. This is Scandinavian Sweaters by Kristen Viola Odegaard. This book is gorgeous, even just to flip through. I have this one at home too.
I will knit from it again.
You will? You will?
I will.
Maybe.
I might start with maybe a DK sweater or something that's just a yoke even for a while. But
I think this will be the one that I want to knit. And I would love to have a go at the embroidery as well, just so pretty. Yeah.
There are just stunning designs in there.
Very, very nice. Very nice. So we have that. Then we have knits from around Norway. And this is by Nina Granlund Sæther. And I know I'm saying these names wrong. So there's lovely mittens and other accessories. So this would be a good, perhaps this would be a good one for knitting shawls in color work and mittens. Lots of lovely, I don't want to show that page because it's the pattern.
Chart,
yeah, but you know, that's the cover. Okay, try and show something else, Corinne, that is not a garment. So there's garments in here as well.
And they're not all color work. Some of them are, ooh, that was pretty. That one.
But that's a sweater.
Well, but still. Still pretty.
That is nice. I like that it's black and white.
Yep.
Okay, and then also from the same author is socks from around Norway. That would be great for our KAL.
Yes.
This is new to us, fairly new to us. Knit like a Norwegian.
This is just a pretty page. You can see her around all her socks. It's amazing.
Really nice.
Oh, they're stunning.
Colorwork socks have kind of, I haven't done them yet. And I think I have a very high instep and my feet are just difficult to buy for, you know, boots and things.
Well, and you could knit some of these.
Yes, I'll be doing that right away. But so colorwork socks, I always worry I'm going to feel are too tight to get my difficult foot through. But honestly, that's silly because when you're making your own clothes, you make them to fit you, right? So I shouldn't worry about that so much.
And they have some that where the colorwork's just on the top of the leg.
Yes.
Or just on the toe.
Right.
So you can make sure that you otherwise get good fit.
I gotta say, look at this traditional knitted dress. Oh my gosh. That's incredible. This is Lena Marie's dress from Knit Like a Norwegian. Fascinating. So yes, color work is in here too, of course. That's pretty. There's some clasps right there. Very pretty.
More socks in that book I can see on the back.
Okay. There's lots of cables in here too. Oh, that's pretty. Yeah. So it's not all color work. There's cables. I think that's the cover again. Keep doing the same thing.
What do they use for that? Oh.
Hilsvag. We would love to stock Hilsvag. We will get there one day. Look at these socks. I'm trying not to show the chart. Gorgeous. So lots of wonderful knits in here. Knit Like a Norwegian.
Yeah.
And then, of course, Selbu patterns. And we have Selbu mittens as well. This thing is wonderful. This is a Bible to Selbu mittens. Has all these charts for these and lots of lovely historical information. And then this came out after. This is, these are all socks on the cover and sweaters as well. And just full of charts that you can utilize.
So lots of pictures of mittens so that you see the chart and then you see the chart in use.
Does this excite you?
Gorgeous.
This just gets me like, so exciting. So that's what these books are full of, as well as some Selbu history up front, and a couple of patterns to get you going.
Yeah.
You know.
And they do tell you, like, there's time in here spent showing how to arrange the motifs.
Exactly.
So, yeah. I love that, and you can see, like, the historical.
Yeah.
See the mittens, and they're all worn.
Yeah.
Just beautiful.
Just beautiful. And just so inspiring, really. This is the sort of book I love to flip through from time to time. Just to enjoy looking at the patterns and how did they even think this up, you know? Oh, and look, to answer my question, there is a picture with flowers in it, and they're circling out this motif and putting it into a design.
Inspired by nature.
Yes, inspired by nature. Oh,
I know, stunning.
we could all knit that, you know.
Yeah.
Okay.
I will say that's one of the outcomes of knitting this sweater is I do feel like I'm much less intimidated now.
Well, that's it. And not only that, you didn't knit it through without any issue. You had issues, and you worked through them.
Yeah. I'm still not quite sure I've actually successfully made it through all my issues.
She has.
But either way, I'm really proud of it.
You should be. You should be. It's wonderful. And yeah, I think it takes away that worry or, fear of doing something wrong. It's like you can take anything on in your knitting. Yeah. We all can.
And it's just knitting.
It's just knitting. It really is. It's just knitting, and you can,
I think it's definitely going to make me, also, like I've often been a small project knitter, or I have looked at patterns and I'm like, oh, I don't know if I could do that, and that is
gone.
It's gone. I know I'll face challenges with certain patterns or projects, but I'll only ever get there if I try.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And you've just, all knitting is good knitting, right? So if you have to rip it out, it just means you get to knit more.
Yeah.
But that's a good question. I don't know how many people out there are purely sort of finished object knitters who just want the thing, or how many of us are, what's the word? Process or product. That was the two things. I'm definitely a process knitter, but I do love the product, of course. I want to knit things that I'm going to wear, for sure.
Yeah.
But I'm not knitting just to have stuff to wear, and I need to rush through it really fast. I will take the time to rip it out and fix it so that I feel good about it. And I'm okay with some mistakes as well. So it's not that I'm totally precious, but I will work hard to try and make it the way I think it should look.
Yes.
I have an idea.
Yeah.
And
I always thought I was more of a process knitter, but I don't think that that's actually the case. I want the finished. Usually the part of the motivation is that I want the thing at the end.
Yeah.
I'm not going to just knit to knit.
Yeah.
You
sure?
I mean, I need to knit.
But you need
there's a real need to knit, and if it's something where I just need to knit and I don't want it, I usually cast on like a prayer shawl, something really basic, so that I can at least move my hands.
Yeah.
But for my own personal knitting, that's gonna even if it's a gift, it has to be something that I want the end product.
Yeah.
Otherwise, there are lots of patterns out there that I'm like, that looks like it'd be really fun to knit,
and you would just,
but I don't want the finished thing necessarily, or I know I won't wear it. It's not my style, or I just don't.
Do you think product knitters have more whips because they're always casting on to try and get that finished thing, but then they're not that enamored with the knitting of it, and
I don't know.
I think you're becoming more of a process knitter because you really have stuck with. I mean, you want the finished object too.
I really want the finished object too. I have done a couple other, I finished this in between, and I have that sweater that I started, the Lettlopi one.
Oh yeah.
Where I only have the sleeves left, but I've sort of said it. No, it's based on the tulip pattern by Melanie Kaufman, but I'm using leftovers.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, that's right. That's right. You just have the sleeves to do?
I just have the sleeves left to do, so the body's completely done. But I'm sort of saving that, so that'll probably be next because those sleeves will fly now. And so hopefully next time I can show that one, but I'll be wearing this one. That's the goal.
I'm in between. I don't know what I'm going to knit next. I mean, I talked about knitting from Scandinavia sweaters, and I've talked about knitting another Victory. And I do have to knit one more vanilla sweater, which I'm going to knit for my daughter.
Okay.
She is turning. She liked the mohair in the fluff. So I'm going to knit her one, and I'm going to... and then that'll be me on the vanilla for a while, I think, because I've knitted a lot. The vanilla sweater, I should just mention.
I haven't yet knit a vanilla, but especially after this one, I'm like, oh, I think maybe I do. I could see just.
Oh yeah, it's a total palette cleanser for sure. Yeah, yeah. So and actually, our vanilla sweater was our #1 selling product in all of last year, which is amazing.
Yeah.
But it just goes to what a simple, accessible knit it really is.
And it looks good on.
So many people.
All shapes and sizes, and it's comfortable.
Yep. And it's a layer. It's a layer.
I could totally just see. I know that it will be a staple.
Yeah.
When I knit it.
For sure.
It's great seeing Tina, who works here.
Yeah.
A very beginner knitter.
Yep.
Finished a vanilla sweater.
Looks fantastic.
Looks fantastic, and I love seeing her come in.
Yeah.
And she's wearing her vanilla sweater.
Yeah.
So it's
I know. I know, waving the flag.
So yeah, and it was funny because my sister, who's knitting the same sweater, I was talking to her the other day, and she's like, I was just thinking a vanilla sweater might be just what I need after this.
No kidding. No kidding. I think so. It's the antidote to complicated knitting.
I will say too, after managing two color for so long, and then 3 color, I got to 1 color, and I'm like, wow, I'm just like flying.
So yeah, I think I'm definitely going to be knitting more Rama for my next 2 sweaters, and then I think I will probably dive into the Scandinavian sweaters, and of course I will be knitting along in the Colorwork Accessory KAL as well. But that feels nice and small and fun.
Yeah, I think I'm probably just gonna knit a hat.
Yeah,
maybe a cowl.
Yeah. Like I said that time,
Probably
it's like a dopamine shot of something just quick and easy and fast, and then it's finished, and that's really, really nice when you're doing a lot of garment knitting.
Yep.
What else do we have to show in the shop? We have Centrum.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Sorry. It's here.
Our
I'll
knees.
spin and
Okay. Too many knees.
Yeah.
So we launched the new colors in Centrum last Friday, and thank you very much if you came and bought those. We have most of them still in stock at the time of recording anyway, but we will get more of this. So this is Centrum's sport weight yarn. And Centrum is from Sweden, and it's Gotland wool. This is their gray, which is 0103. This is lovely. I know. Okay.
It is. It's really good.
Yep. This is lovely. I'm not sure off the top of my head if this is 2-ply. I think this is 2-ply.
It is 2-ply.
Okay.
2-ply on the label.
There you go.
Large.
Yeah. Shut up. This is a 2-ply.
Reading a little bit about Centrum's story, I actually really loved it. I know I'd read it before, but it's really a fascinating story that the woman who started it gathers wool from small farms so that it's not destroyed.
Going to waste.
Yeah, going to waste, and
she's been doing that for a long time, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is great, though. I mean, it's basically using things as they should be used, and creating a market for them.
And she offers a number of free patterns.
Oh, good.
Centrum.
And on our product page, we do link to quite a few patterns. We're trying to do that more and more.
Yeah.
To help give you some inspiration as to what to knit with your yarn. So,
and if you're ever really stuck but want help, shoot us an email.
Absolutely, we're here. This is cream. I think we are sold out of this particular shade, but this is 0100. We will be keeping this in stock the best we can, so we will be getting more.
Yep.
Let's see, what else do I have for natural? This here is 102. My favorite color, light gray. There's veg matter in there, which is really nice. So that's these 3 together. Okay.
This one is brown fine wool. I really love this brown. I'm in a brown mood lately.
It's nice. It's a soft.
Yeah. It's hard to get a good photo of.
Medium brown with sort of light heathering to it.
Yeah. It's beautiful.
This is a lovely pink, and it is 1201. This is dyed on cream, and then they have it here dyed on gray, which just gives it a little bit more.
I love the dyed on gray.
I love the dyed on cream though too. I am usually a dyed on gray for sure, and I do like it. But that pink, I don't know. It's just, I don't know. Baby knits, I don't know. I like it.
It would be good in a yoke too.
Yep, for sure.
And then this one's cerise.
That's almost sold out.
Yeah, it's a beautiful hot pink
pop of color. Yeah. Another new color to us is apricot, and this is 2101. Really, really pretty.
All right, I love this red. It's called Follow Red.
Yeah, really nice.
This one looks like it's dyed on gray. Is this dyed on gray or dyed on?
I think it's dyed on gray.
Yeah. Just beautiful.
This green is lovely. This is new as well. And this is 3133. And it's sort of forest green, but there's a bit of yellow. I think you can see it in the light of it there. there's not yellow in it, but it's got yellow tones is what I want to say.
Yeah. And then this one's the grass green.
Gorgeous.
It's so pretty. Let me show them again.
Pretty together.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Very pretty.
And last is dyed black, which you need for those contrasty bits.
Although not last. I've still got.
Oh, sorry.
I got some purple.
Oh.
We have, this one's called reddish purple.
This is lovely.
This is lovely.
This is so juicy berry.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. And it's squishy. Some of them are really squishy.
Pretty.
And then this one is called lavender. So this one's definitely dyed on gray. And it is just...
What's its code? What's the number? 5123. So all of these are listed in the shop. If we have them, they'll be in stock. If we're out of stock, we hope to get more soon.
Yeah.
It's been doing really, really well, hasn't it? Yeah.
It's like when we do that. They're so pretty.
Yeah. Very nice. Lovely. You got a squeaky
chair
chair
today.
So we have a brand new yarn here today, which is exclusive to the Woolly Thistle. This is absolutely brand new and beautiful. Many of you will have heard of Oyster and Pearls. She's a natural dyer in the US, and she actually closed her business. I think she was getting very busy with life and other things. The spinner, the mill that was doing her yarn for her is Battenkill Fibers in New York State. And MJ Packer who owns Battenkill got in touch with us and asked us, would we be interested in partnering with her to keep this in the marketplace? And we said for sure. So we have a few skeins here. We're not up to capacity by any means, but we have a few, and we're going to let you know in our Facebook group when these go on sale. So if you're interested in this, definitely be following along in our Facebook group, which you can get to by going to facebook.com/thewoollythistle, I believe.
That'll take you to the page, I believe, and then the group is a special...
There'll be a button on the page.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we'll put instructions here of how to get there. This particular yarn, let's talk about it. This is Romney and Merino blend.
Yeah, so it's a 60% Romney and 40% Merino.
And it is lovely and soft. It's locally sourced right here from the US.
And botanically dyed.
And botanically dyed. So Oyster and Pearl. Just gorgeous. And we have just a little bit of this. We are very excited to see how they expand the line, and we are here to support that. So please let us know what you think. Are you interested in this? So this has merino in it for those of you who worry about the softness. This might be a good stepping stone kind of yarn to try more woolly wool, but still have that merino in there. This is mixed with Romney, which is a great American breed.
It's a nice, squishy, floofy.
Yep.
Still feels woolly.
Yep.
And it's a non-superwash merino.
Correct. And it's a 2-ply, 240 yards, 100 grams skein, 2-ply DK. Very pretty. And because it's naturally dyed, it's just got that nice softness of tone to it. Is this one undyed or dyed?
It says botanically dyed.
Okay, so we're going to go with that.
But whatever the dye is on that,
it's very soft.
It's very soft.
It's a warm gray.
Like it
brown.
does make you go, is that dyed?
Yeah, yeah. And then the last color we have is that one.
This one is May.
Yeah, so pretty, so clear.
Yeah.
The dye job on these.
Salmon?
Oh, maybe not. I thought.
This one's salmon.
Okay.
I think we showed it, but I don't know if we said what color it is.
Yeah.
So and we have the stock that we have is limited on this, and some colors we have more than others.
Right. So it's going to be a bit of a catchers catch can situation, but we are excited to be working on this with Battenkill Fibers, Battenkill.
Yeah.
Fibers.
Mm-hmm.
Battenkill Fibers. Oh. All right, so so we will be announcing when this goes on sale in our Facebook group. So if you haven't become a member of our Facebook group yet, you should.
They're so pretty, they go.
Yeah.
They all go so nicely together.
They really do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Lovely. And, you know, this is American yarn, and we're happy to be
Yes.
supporting that American woolly yarn.
Yeah.
Grown, spun, dyed.
And I think at some point it would be good to have MJ on the show and hearing her, chatting with her and hearing about the farms and where she sources the wool is just fascinating. And
her own mill process as well would be really interesting for us too. So yeah, we're really excited about this. So that's that. I think I do want to mention that Jamieson & Smith is in good supply right now. So, you know, that's good because we have our KAL coming up. So the timing of that's really good. But I also wanted to mention that the Star cardigan has gone back to Donna, the designer. We had it for several months. Well, we didn't have yarn. But it's gone back to Donna, and you can find this pattern for sale on her Ravelry page. I'm going to assume that it's for sale on the I'll email her and tell her that I've said this.
Okay. We can add that if it's not yet for sale, that we believe she's working on it. So just sort of be patient.
Okay, 3, 2, 1. So now you are going to be able to source the pattern for the Star Cardi direct from the designer, who is Donna Kay, Tree of Life Knitter, on her Ravelry page. I know that she has taken it down to do some tweaking and work on it, but it should be back up very soon, and you can buy that. And we should have these colors as well as the blues and the greens that we originally did kits for. We should be able to populate yarn sets. Put it this way, if we're able to populate yarn sets, we'll make yarn sets for it. If not, then you should be able to buy these colors individually from the shop. So now is the time for that for sure. We don't have cones right now. This is all balls. Cones will be a few months before they come in again. They have to get made up, and then we just fall into the run of the mill. Oh, that's where that comes from. The run of the mill. Also very excited about Eldenwood Crafts. I don't know if you're aware of Eldenwood Crafts. She is a bag maker in England, and I've worked with her before. Lovely Emma kindly agreed to make us up some bags, which, look at that, just amazing. I would say this is a small sweater, and look at this one. This is really pretty. The woodland with deer and hedgehogs and mushrooms.
Yeah, same on
both sides.
Yeah.
So probably a small sweater size, certainly quite a large bag. And she does this inside. Gorgeous. Eldenwood Craft.
They are really nicely made.
They are beautifully
I just want to
made.
give her,
and it's a heavier canvas weight, I would say. There's 2 big pockets inside on the side. There's a corner handle, I think on yours too. So these are going to be in the shop. We haven't decided the time just yet, but be on our newsletter to make sure to hear about these. Of course, with them being handmade, there's not many of them. So we want to say thank you to Emma for working with us, Emma of Eldenwood Craft. And you can check out her store as well if you go to Eldenwood Craft website. I think this guy is just so cute. Beautifully cut as well to take up the whole front, and this one is plain on the back as well.
He's really quite a stunner.
He's handsome. Yeah, he's got that hair flop. So yeah, and this one I really enjoy too. It's so pretty and tranquil. These are drawstring bags, and like I said, we only have a few. You'll be very lucky if you try and get one. So we just want to wish everyone good luck out there, but know that these will be hard to succeed with. But be on our newsletter so that you know when they go live.
Yeah.
And thank you, Emma, for working with us again. We really enjoy working with bag makers from time to time so that we can bring you stuff like this and just share with you some of the talent that's out there.
Yeah.
Yeah. There will be a limit of 1 bag per customer on this for obvious reasons. So, but you will be able to find all the information about it when we send out the email. So thank you very much, Emma, for working with us, and we're looking forward to this. Well, I think that's everything we wanted to show you today, which is plenty, right? Now it's time to go to Rachel over in Shetland. She has a lovely episode for you this time, starting off with the Christmas holidays. And then she takes a trip, which we saw last time her on the airplane, but we didn't know why. All will be revealed now. If you haven't already seen her Instagram, this will be very exciting. And just congratulations to Rachel for that amazing achievement that she shares with us in this. So we will say goodbye now, leave you with Rachel, and hope to talk to you real soon. Take good care. Bye-bye. Oh, and if you go out, take care.
Happy Christmas to you all, Woolly Thistlers. It's Rachel from Barkland Croft here in Fair Isle. I'm just walking up to my neighbour's. He's away for Christmas, so just going to feed his animals and record the readings from the Met station, and then get back to doing my animals. So if you can see, the moon's up there and it's a lovely morning. So happy Christmas to you all.
Back in August, I entered a competition run by Barbour and British Vogue magazine, which was to design your own dream Barbour jacket. I couldn't believe it when in late September I received a phone call from Barbour telling me that I was one of 5 finalists out of 500 entries, and I was invited with the other finalists to the Barbour factory in South Shields in England to have a look around. We also got to visit the repair room where they repair people's old Barbour jackets, and we even got to try our hands at re-waxing a Barbour jacket. My favourite part of the visit was the session we had with Gary, who brought out loads of examples from the Barbour archives of coats and capes going back over 100 years, and talked us through their design and what they'd originally been made for. It was so interesting. I returned home with the paper dressmaking patterns that Barber uses to make the linings of their jackets, and then had about a week to knit the linings and the cuffs to those exact specifications. So that brings us to where I left off in my last video, when I was stranded in Lerwick for a couple of days at the end of November because of the really bad weather. The Northlink finally sailed, and it was a 14-hour crossing south to Aberdeen. That's the Bresser ferry just there, and you can see Lerwick in the background here. So this was us just leaving the ferry dock. And that's the Northlink ferry terminal building. Sorry about the camera shake in these. It was, although the sea had calmed down a bit, it was still quite windy. That building is the Shetland Museum and Archives, and next to it is Mariel, the arts venue and cinema, and that's the town hall in the background. If you ever visit Lerwick, do go into the town hall because they have the most wonderful stained glass windows that you can go and look at. This is the waterfront of the town centre. There again is the town hall. And then for you Shetland fans, you can't see it ever so well, but that's Baines Beach and Jimmy Perez's house. That's the Bresser ferry. And you're looking over to Bresser there, just across the channel. That's the main cemetery graveyard in Lerwick. Again, that's just looking over to Bresser, and you can see the Bresser lighthouse there. Once I arrived in Aberdeen, I then travelled on to Edinburgh, and from Edinburgh I was really excited because I got to travel on the Caledonian Sleeper all the way through the night down to London. I was rather reluctant to use the public transport as very few people seemed to be wearing face masks, so I just decided to walk everywhere, which meant I think I covered about 5 miles that day, but it meant I really got to take in some good sights throughout London, including an umbrella and stick shop and this funny little bug hotel in one of the garden squares. I eventually made it to the very fancy Brown's Hotel in London, which was where the judging was going to be taking place, and I got to see my jacket made up for the very first time. We then had to give a presentation on our jacket designs to a panel of judges, including Dame Margaret Barber and Vanessa Kingery of Vogue, as well as representatives from Vogue, Barber and Selfridges of London. They then went away to deliberate, and although I didn't win, I really was so thrilled to have taken part in this competition. And I still felt like I won because I came away with a wonderful bouquet of flowers and a fantastic goodie bag courtesy of Barber. Just look at these incredible biscuits. Would you believe though that that's not even the end of it? And as soon as I'm allowed to share the next bit of information with you, I certainly shall do. In the meantime though, here's a short video about the event and competition that was produced by Barber. I hope you enjoy it.
100 years of helping owners and customers keep their beloved items.
That's brilliant, that's so exciting. So I live on Fair Isle, which is this little island here. Oh my gosh, that's even better than I imagined.
I love the flesh of the tartan from the back as you're walking. As you can see, I do like to deconstruct tailoring. It just means that you can be a bit more comfortable.
Oh, that looks so good. I wanted it to tell the story of the brand, so when I make my own clothes I put a little bit of all the fabric into a patchwork quilt I'm making. So I wanted it to tell the story of the brand on the inside as well as the outside.
I used dried flowers from my grandmother's village. I was inspired by nature. When I think of nature, I think of home. It's all embroidery, the back piece and the sleeve.
It's supposed to be so you can mend your jacket or add to the stitching as you go, so it becomes almost like a walking sort of piece of art.
Being a judge for this competition was so much harder than I thought it was going to be. Just to see and understand how people wear clothes and the meaning for them of wearing clothes is, it's actually been quite emotional.
Pops up at the bottom.
Oh, I love the lining.
Sustainability has to fit in with the fashion of the future. I hope more brands pick up on creating something with real longevity in the way that Barber does. Hi, I'm Victoria. I'm the winner of the Barber and Vogue Wax for Life competition. Can't quite believe it, and this is my jacket.
Well, I just want to wish you all a very happy new year. I hope 2022 is a healthy, happy and peaceful year for all of you. I also want to thank Corinne and everyone at the Woolly Thistle for giving me the opportunity to bring these videos to you, and to you all for being so supportive of me. I really enjoy reading your comments after each video. And I thought for my next video, perhaps you'd like to ask me some questions and then I can answer them. So if there's anything you'd like to know about me or Fair Isle or my sheep, then please put it in the comments below. Thank you.